I'm up in the beautiful Wicklow Mountains today. I didn't realise it back then, but I think the trail was spoiling me a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of falling apart up here. I have water flowing down the trail. We're meant to get wind chills of -7 tonight and winds of up to 40 kilometers an hour. I reckon I'm going to be pitching up in the dark. I might even be finishing a little bit of a hike in the dark, but I'm not rushing. I'm just going to take her handy and plod along. It's absolutely Baltic, so I'm looking forward to getting the tent up, getting a few more layers on. I'm going to try just pitch up over this side. I'll have a view over to Lugnaquilla. Plus that side is like an army base, so I don't want to get blown up. It's like a training ground out there, so yeah, not taking any chances. The clag has come down just over Lugnaquilla, so I was kind of hoping that it wasn't going to come down around me, but that's what's happening right now. So I'm going to get my tea on the go and yeah, just chill out. I've no view. There's nothing to see. Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be up here. I'm so happy. The hardest part of most camps, for me anyway, is just getting out the door. Oh my god, the struggle to just get yourself out the door can be unreal sometimes. I have my dehydrated meal just in this little file pouch. Yeah. It doesn't look very appealing, but it tastes good. I'm sure a lot of people think that we're mad for wanting to go camping. Like, I'm up here hopefully on my own and I can just relax, just sit back. I've nowhere to be, no worries. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no point worrying about anything. You know, even if something were to happen, there's no point rushing off because it's going to take forever to get off this mountain. The Durson's holding up pretty well, I have to say. I am short one peg, but I had to unpeg the door just so I could roll it back, and yeah, I used that peg for the guy line just here in my head. I keep hearing my tent flapping here behind me, and it's freaking me out like there's someone walking up behind me. I had to roll up the door a bit better because it was smacking me in the head, but I have it sussed now. But yeah, happy days, happy days. I'm gonna get a cup of tea on the go now because I'm due one, you know, I'm due. I had to relocate myself inside the tent because it was just getting way too cold to be out there. My feet were numb, so I've got my little down booties on. I had to turn off my stove and remove. I just moved everything. I don't mind coming inside the tent because I can still use my chair even though I'm inside the tent, and I can't see anything out there. I've done it again. I had a lovely tip there a few weeks ago, and it's to mix up a paste with your powdered milk with cold water before you put in the hot water, and I just keep forgetting. So anyway, this way it'll get the job done anyway, but I just keep forgetting. What can you do? My feet are Baltic, absolute Baltic. I think I might lose a toe. I brought porridge for a change for the morning, so I'm gonna give that a go with some powdered milk. Never tried it before, could be a disaster, but we'll give that a bash and see how it works out. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna get myself sorted out then, and yeah, hopefully my feet will regain some feeling, because all I can feel now is pain. Just radiating up from my toes. So yeah, these old booties aren't really doing a great job, I have to say. I'd hate to feel what my feet would be like without them though. Whew. It's very hard to tell how flat your spot is until you put out your sleeping mat, and then you realise it's not flat at all. I'll be sliding all night. But yeah, I have me quilt out. I absolutely love this thing. I absolutely love it. It wraps onto your sleeping mat, makes a nice little cocoon. Oh, so good. And because this is a one-man tent, you know, the sides of the tent hold it in as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to keep my gloves on because it's absolutely freezing. My toes are starting to get a bit of feeling back now that they're in the foot box of the quilt. And yeah, had my cup of tea, chilling out. I see Steve Wallace has released a new video, so I might go and watch that and get some sleep then. So I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning. There was a windy one last night. Never stopped all night. The inner of the tent is full of condensation. Even the inner has condensation on it. But yeah, I'm still up in the clouds. That hasn't changed. So I have my breakfast on, rehydrating, whatever porridge does. I've never tried it before. I've thrown in a load of powdered milk into it. The next time I'll bring, you know, a bit of dried fruit or something to throw into it as well. But I packed in a bit of a hurry yesterday, and yeah, that's why I'm shy a tent peg for that tie-out point there, which would have come in handy because it was a bit flappy there last night. And yeah, I was just all flustered when I was packing. I had it all packed up and the whole lot of the bag sorted. Like, I went down and picked up my daughter and I was telling her about the camp, and I said, "Oh Jesus, I'm after forgetting the tent." Oh, I think that would have been the last straw for me now. Imagine getting up here, hiking the whole way up, and then realising you forgot the tent. Oh, what an Egypt. Yeah. I didn't forget, obviously, but very, very close, because I was full sure I had everything packed. Completely forgot about the tent. I might get the inner of the tent packed away. Yeah, we'll see what way the weather is then. But I'm not going to hang around for the sunrise if I'm not going to get one. Do you know what I mean? I have enough. My torch is really bright. My head torch is really bright. Yeah, it'll be close enough to first light. Probably will be first light by the time I get my arse in gear. But anyway, we won't worry about it. I'll have a bit of breakfast and chill out for a few minutes. I'm just keeping busy. And my porridge is rehydrating. I actually noticed there's condensation on my quilt. Yeah, it must have dripped down from the inner because I can see droplets of water on the inner tent. So that happened. So I have my therm rest packed away, my quilt, which I'll push all the air over that layer. Just throw that down there. Drank my tea, had a few biscuits. I'm just gonna have this porridge now and see what I say. Gloop. Yeah. Hey, we'll give it a chance. Give it a chance. There's no honey or anything like that in it. It's just porridge and powdered milk. That's it. It's a nice gunky consistency. Actually looks pretty decent when you take it out of the bag. Let's see if I can get it for you. Whoop. You get it? Whoop, whoop. It's very bland, but it's not bad. I was expecting worse. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, happy with that. I was expecting to be very disappointed, but I'm actually alright with that. The next time, like I say, I'll put dehydrated fruit in it, and that'll rehydrate with the porridge, and that'll be nice. A few blueberries or raspberries or something like that. So I'm going to try that in the dehydrator at home, and we'll be living in style then. So I'm going to probably just get kitted out in all my wet gear and get the inside of the tent packed up before I brave the outdoors, because it does not look pretty out there. I haven't opened up the door, I just kind of peeked out underneath the fly sheet. But yeah, it's all up in the cloud. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and we'll get that sorted shortly when I'm brave enough. The safest option would have been to stay put until it's bright, but this isn't a how-to video, so don't copy me. can hear myself think. Don't need that anymore. What a day. It is wild up here. Look at it. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. I love it. Even though it's boggy and it's a bit of a pain to hike through. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just walking along by a little stream, and for the most part it's actually flowing underground, which is pretty cool. The water looks really, really clear. That was well dodgy coming down there, and I'm still going. I have to go down there as well. What a view, huh? It's absolutely savage. So I just need to get my arse down to that trail. You might be able to see it down there somewhere. So hopefully I don't fall. I think I might have jinxed myself. I'm after having two falls. Well, one was a little slip, but I fell just onto this, can you see it? This rock. I just landed on my forearm, so I'm okay and the camera's alright, so we're not too bad. I must have slipped there, look. Just here. That was well dodgy. It's an absolute nightmare. Look at this view. It's absolutely stunning. I'm just coming back to the trail now that's going to take me back to the car, so I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks very much for joining me on this little camp, or this little adventure if you want to call it that. Hopefully you'll join me for the next one, and I'll see you then. See ya.